everybody. So let me show you a few more things we can do with our books. So I wanted to show you some of the ways that you could make a pattern. And in this case, I've just been using tape and I cut it different widths. And then I put spacing at different ways apart. And what I'm gonna do, just like for those of you who all you have is, let's see, what's a good color? I'll use this. For all you have is oil pastel, this will work for this too. So I'm just gonna go right up to the edges of those. Sorry, I'm losing my oil pastel. And then I can just pull these off. If I can just pull these off. Hold on. There we go. And it did have some stuff left underneath it. It was there. So that writing was already there. Okay, so I can make strips. I could do any kind of design I wanted with this. Reuse it, you know, I could do. And in fact, if I like the way it looks, I could actually even tape it on and use it. I kind of like some of that. So I think I'm gonna just trim mine right here because I like the way it has that red on it. I'll get rid of this part right here. That, oops. And there I go, I have another pattern. Okay, I told you I would talk a little bit about, oh, I like that. I told you I would talk a little bit about how to do lettering, okay? So you are definitely welcome to use magazines, okay? I picked out, I'm really into this kind of reddish orange right now, as you can see. So I could use that. I could use kind of anything. I could separate out. So you can cut them from here. I also wanted to show you, I just drew okay on this paper and I just cut it out, okay? And this is, actually I was thinking I would put this down here too, which gives me a way to show you something about gluing that I haven't shown you before. If you happen to have an old telephone book in your house, they are awesome. Or if you have a like a catalog that has pages like this, you don't want them to have a lot of color on them. If you have that, this is one of the best ways to keep the glue from getting on everything. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna use glue sticks. But I'm gonna put it here, I'm gonna hold it in one place. Now, since I need to do more, I'm going to scoot it over so it's not in the same place. And I'm going to put it over here. Let me pick where I want to make sure it folds. Okay, now I've got glue on here, but let's say I'm going to glue this one. So it's going to be a little bit more fragile. But I'm going to do it over here. Okay. I'm going to put my little okay right there. Okay. And then next time I want to glue, I just rip that top sheet off and I have a fresh place to put my glue down. Okay. So there's that. So if I wanted to, now I have a lot of little pieces I've gone through and I've found a lot of little pieces that I cut that I could add on. So anytime I wanted to add these, I can just use that also, okay, to kind of put these however I wanted to in there. All right, so you can do that. You can cut your own letters. You can get them out of magazines, all of that. Also, I found these really fun little letters, and so I've been playing around with these too. So I could you know, I could put, you know, my initials or spell something. So if any of you have any of those moleskin calendars, these come in the back. So you can use those. Also, wrapping paper. Wrapping paper works great. I saw this one, I kind of like it. Again, I can kind of figure out, do I want to take up a large space? Do I want to take up a small space? Maybe I like that little bit of red in there. Maybe I'll just keep the little red dots. Okay, so wrapping paper works as a paper you can use. I've got other kind of fun papers. Personally, I'm really liking the tape, so I would try something like that. Now, if I'm getting things out of a magazine, typically I don't want, like I might use letters, but I don't want their pictures very often. But sometimes they have amazing colors. And so I thought this was a great color. So I wanted to show you, you can build patterns also by just cutting out some really great colors, even if you don't have what it's representing. Okay, so I could add something in here. All right, so there are those things to do. I wanted to show you that you can also sew. So I showed our class the other day with yarn. This time I'm using embroidery floss. Okay, so I just make a little knot at the end. If you can see that, there's a little knot right there. And then one of the things I can do, because some of these pages, this one looks like I may have already, there we go. Okay, so let me I think I've glued this one. Let me try this one. Okay, so this one has it. So this was another demo, another year. Okay, so sometimes these pages open and they can be nice to sew on. You can actually come from the inside so that your knot is hidden in there. And then you can, like if you want to keep your pages together, you know, you could do, or just add a decorative border. You know, I'm gonna just do a running stitch. But this will actually keep those pages from falling open. Okay, I kind of like the way that line looks. Okay, the other thing I could do with the stitching is I could choose, let's say I wanted this on there. Where's that little one with the, wow. Let's say I wanted some of this on there. Okay, I could now come up and I could start going maybe this direction, and actually rather than gluing this down, I can just sew it down. My glasses on. Okay. So, and then I could repeat this pattern, you know, trying to keep it looking good on both sides, but I could repeat this pattern, making stitches this way and this way, all the way up and down, and that would have a really nice little line pattern there. Okay, let's see if there's anything else. I worked some more on putting together, this is the one that has those tapes, putting together covers, just using what I had. I liked some dark. I wanted to get some sharp contrast there, as well as have that kind of plant-like feeling in the back. So play, in fact, in some of my books, here's one here I've been playing, and this is one of my demo books for you guys. I started playing with a cover, and then I wanted each page to have its own feeling, okay? And I decided I was gonna do some things that had meaning to me, and so this has my daughter, here's an old watercolor I did. I just covered up that page. This is an artist I really love, Turner. You know, here, this is meaningful to me because I did a whole series on Nereids, and this is an ancient Greek pot or plate that has the Nereid on it. So I'm just kind of working my way through. Cover up as much as you want to. Sometimes I do things, I decide it's too much, I tear them off, and underneath looks pretty cool. So have fun. Let me know if you have questions. Bye.